Hi folks, investigative blogger Crystal Cox here. And I haven't did really any videos on my anti-corruption sites that are mixed in with my spiritual stuff. But I've started a church now. It's called Bringing Back Goddess. And I'm very much into all faiths and spiritualities. And I consider myself, Christian, but also pagan. And I'm very into Native American stuff and shaman stuff, and so hence explains, so anyway, I have my same backdrop, so I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on so you didn't get all freaked out. So if you want to discredit my information because of that, then that's fine. Whatever. Okay, so investigative blogger Crystal Cox, and I get emails all the time about people wanting me to call them to help them with their story of corruption. Okay? There is corruption in every county, every town across the United States. All right. So today's question led me to want to visit with you guys one more time about, well, not one more time, but just to make sure I'm getting this clearly across what to do. Okay, so these folks had a problem, and I think it's the MMIA in Montana. I'm not exactly sure, but I had written on it, I think in 2009 or something, so I got an email about it. Well, I'm not really going to talk so much about that, but as in insurance companies that counties have, they use taxpayers' dollars to get these liability insurances to protect, like, county commissioners, mayors, whatever, right? So they're really using your tax dollars for attorneys to violate your rights, okay? And none of this is trying to be legal advice. This is just my opinion as an investigative blogger and someone who has written about corruption for a decade, and this was Montana related. So basically what you want to do is, first of all, I would start a blog. I'd start about 100 of them. Okay? You want to do a blog, you want to do a PDF article, you want to do a video and talk about your story, okay? When you do a video, you have all of your documents, okay? So you read documents, show people the documents, the proof. Videotape any meeting that they'll let you videotape it. And if they won't let you videotape it, get a statement from the people of why they won't let you videotape it, or actually video them saying that they won't let you videotape it, okay? Now load these into your YouTube channel. And once you get plenty of them, send a USB to someone else so you can keep them safe. If you have other people that will upload it into their channel, then have them do that too. Again, none of my information is ever about defamation. It's about exposing corruption and getting the truth out of there, and not letting local mayors, cops, county commissioners, judges, governors, senators shut you down. Okay? So you want to do a video of you telling what's the story, okay? And you want to be, calm, and you want to name all of the names and all of the players and all of the proof best you can. Okay, then you upload that into your YouTube channel. Okay, you can start a blog for free at blogger.com. Again, I would start several. And you can write your story out. Now make sure you use keywords. What town is it? What county is it? What state? Name of all the governors, the governor involved, every state agency, every insurance company, if the FBI is involved, Department of Justice, name every name of every person that's involved, okay? Don't go he or she or they or it. You want the keywords to be found in the search engines for what you're talking about. Then other people will email you their stories, and you guys can collaborate, or maybe you can have a civil lawsuit against people in these situations. This particular situation is about, I think it's a county in Montana. Okay, remember also when you're going after a county that you can file a lien against the county's bond, against the sheriff, against county commissioners, I believe so. Maybe cops. So look into filing a lien. Yes, the judges are corrupt, and you can file to remove the judges, but odds are you're not going to get any justice. So everything that happens, you just document everything. Every time they reject something, you put it online and just keep documenting it. If you have went to the blog SeanBoucher.com and you've read my story about the University of Montana and Montana corruption, I would say that you pretty much probably should just move out of Montana. Okay? But if you love it there and you have enough support and you want to fight, then fight. But you know, you have a mountain of proof and nobody's listening. The Department of Justice came in and looked at University of Montana. There was rapes reported for years, and none of them were taken seriously. And, you know, it's just, corruption is rampant in Montana. And seems to be connected all the way to the top. You know, I guess what Rumsfeld has a ranch there. There's a lot of money in Montana. And, you know, so first of all, you want to decide how much of your life you want to give up to it. Okay, odds are you're going to lose, you might lose your kids. If you have a ranch, you might lose your property. You might get put in a mental institute. You'll get protective orders against you that are unconstitutional. You will get retaliated from every side. Okay, the corruption in Montana is so powerful that it wouldn't matter if you had a mile high of paperwork of proof. Getting justice is pretty hard to do. But if you want to move forward on that, okay, I'm going to move forward on these tips. This is about being your own PR on it, okay? So you got the videos, you have a blog, you have docs, D-O-C-S, .google.com, and you can upload PDFs in there. You can also make your documents in there and make PDFs. Then you can load those PDFs on things like lulu.com, on scribed.com, docstock.com, and make sure you title the document what you want to come up in the search engines. And you can load it more than one time with different titles. Okay, so the idea, getting media on this story may be the only justice that you get, okay? And they're going to try to shut you down. So basically, you want to have it many different places, and you want to look at my case, okay? Obsidian Finance Group versus Crystal Cox. You have the right to report on public issues. If you're reporting on the county, this is a public issue, okay? So if they shut you down, you know, just file a motion through the courts and, you know, and show them this Ninth Circuit verdict, okay? You have a right to expose corruption. This is not about you complaining about your neighbor. Okay, this is about you exposing corruption or airing a beef about a public issue and a public concern, okay? So you have all these documents, and I would do all this before you get into any legal action, because once, like in this Montana situation, once they come back at you with their attorneys, you're going to be spending thousands of dollars a month on attorney fees, okay? So make sure that you have all of your proof out there in many different blogs and many different places, many PDFs, okay? These days I would also do ripoff report. You go to ripoffreport.com. Now, those of you Montana folks, you know that when something's sent in cement and the cement sets, well, you got it, it's there, right? You can probably blast it away, I guess some of you Montana boys, but once it's in ripoff report, it don't come off, okay? You won't take it down, you won't be sued, you can't edit it, you can't change it. So if you want to do a ripoff report about this politician, this situation, title the ripoff report for that person. Put links to different proof and stuff that you can, but make sure that you're telling the truth, your story is right, you've linked to documents of proof, because you're never going to be able to retract it, okay? There's, I think, complaintsboard.com, some of these places, and then you can link back to your blog with all your documents of proof. Okay, I will get all your proof online, all your PDFs uploaded, and if you don't have a scanner, you can go to like a local Mail Plus or something and have them scan these documents and email them to you. Then they'll be PDFs and you can upload them into the search engines, okay? And then once you have all of this in place where you're solid in the search engines with all of your proof and your videos and all of that, then you can start filing legal action, in my opinion. I would file a civil lawsuit. If you're in state court, if you're suing people within the county, you're kind of in state court. If you're suing somebody out of the state, then you're in district court right away. Okay, the state courts are more easily controlled by what's in Montana. But you want to, you know, learn the rules of procedure and file. You can file a civil lawsuit. I would file a criminal complaint with the local cops. And you go, well, whatever, they're just going to throw it away. Yeah, they're going to throw it away, guarantee you. But you get the name of the officer, the name of the complaint, you have a complaint number, okay? Now, whatever this county member's done to you, you can file a complaint with the cop, okay? And list the Montana laws that they broke. Then you got a copy of that, okay? You can file a complaint with the FBI, you got a complaint with that, Department of Justice, the Attorney General, you know, whoever you need to file these complaints with. Okay, then you get the names of who those were filed with and who might have rejected them. Then you load this online, these same PDFs, okay? And you're trying to really create a tipping point too. If the only justice you get is that they stop doing this and never hurt anyone else like they've hurt you, okay, well, at least that's some justice. But you want to do as much as you can before you get into the courts where you're costing, well, they'll starve you out, right? or they'll get you in jail or whatever. Also, make sure you have a power of attorney in place over your affairs, have a medical power of attorney in place, and I'm not kidding you, folks. It's easy for a small town corrupt judge to work with a social worker and sign you into a mental institute, and boom, okay, you're discredited. And that's what they do in Montana. The cops, they will sound pollution, or they'll set you up with drugs, they'll set you up with whatever. Sometimes there's suicides where bullet to the back of the head, There's crazy stuff that happens, so you want to have everything in order so that if they get you in a mental institute or something, at least that there's a record of it, right? Always have a recorder on you. It is legal. I'm not giving you legal advice, but in my opinion, it's legal to record the cops. When I first started writing in Montana, I was called by some folks that told me how they would plant drugs in my car, how they'd set me up. Once they got me in a jail cell, they'd probably make it look like I killed myself, because if they can make people, oh, she's crazy, she's nuts, and the more people that think you're crazy and out there, the more they go, oh, well, I can see her killing herself. So you want to do videos like this and say, look, I don't want to kill myself, and here's what's going on, and, every day a video log, and then when you get a bunch of them, do a USB and send it somewhere, so that there is a record somewhere else of what you're doing. When you jump in, be committed. You can't get back out. You cannot unknow the truth, okay? You're going to have cops on you. You're going to get pulled over. You're going to get harassed. You're going to get sued. You're going to get violated. You might get death threats. You might get beat up. You could get GHB. You could get raped. Someone in your family could get raped. Who knows what could happen, okay? You can lose assets, get huge judgments. The corruption will do whatever it takes to shut you up. So what do you want to give your life for to this, okay? How far do you want to go? And you might just want to get all this documents and stuff online, be your own media, report the story, and then walk away. But if you want to keep going further and further, then you sue every commissioner. Sue the county. File a lien against the county's bonds. And make sure you're stating the statutes of that county or that state or federal law, all the laws that apply to how they violated your rights. Okay? These are just some ideas of the things that you can do. And like the folks today that wanted me to call them, I don't really do that anymore, okay? I can't really talk to you on the phone and get your story and report on your story. I can only show you how to do it. But I've done this, this Ninth Circuit case means that you all have equal rights. And I'm sure that your local folks don't know about it, right? But this case means that you, as a blogger, an independent whistleblower, anti-corruption blogger, somebody who's in the know on this situation, a citizen journalist, you have rights just like an equal with a New York Times journalist, a Forbes journalist. You have equal rights in the court now to report on a story. Okay? Now they're saying you need to get both sides to report on a story. I don't believe it's true. I believe that 1 and 1 is 2 and that it's a fact, okay? The truth is the truth. And the truth really doesn't have a lot of opinion either, okay? So if you call the county commissioner and go, let's see, do you agree with me that you're a lying, cheating thug? I do not. Oh, he does not agree. No, this is you reporting the story with as much documented facts as you can in order to get the outcome of justice for all, really. And it's about transparency and accountability. So good luck, folks. I'll do some more videos to try to teach you more on how to be your own media and expose corruption. But remember, the wall of corruption is right in front of you, and it's really, really high. And they are absolutely ruthless, and they can go year after year after year, and their money supply never runs out. Their cronies never run out, and you really have to treat it as a business and pace yourself. And don't let yourself get too stressed out. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water and walking and eating good, and because, it could kill you. Anyway, bless you all, and good luck out there.